And how are we doing there, superstars? I hope you're all very well on this beautiful 6th day of January 2008. Only 8 days now into this wonderful new year in the Gregorian calendar of whatever Trevor. We're sitting here on the Galactic Federation Druid ship Earth 1 as we navigate around the planet Earth, keeping an eye on climate change as we enter this period of unprecedented climatic variation, trying to keep you up to date with what's going on and how you can make positive global solutions in your own life to bring balance in your own world. Today we're going to be looking at Danny Boy down there at Earth Sanctuary World Nature Centre, checking out a couple of solutions there in relation to the importance of the KYOTO protocol. We're also going to come back and jump on board the ambulance centre on a code 1 and see what's going down there in the big smoke of Alice Springs, and check out some news from around the world, some things going on there in Greece as well as Australia on the climatic level. And if we have time, we're going to pick up the little Ducks Nuts guitar. Danny has sent one up to the spaceship. It's made its way through space and we might play some tunes. But without further ado, let's get stuck in to this broadcast of Danny Boy down there at the Sanctuary. Danny Boy, go hard, son. We'll let us know what.
Welcome back to Sanctuary World Nature Centre. Look at that beautiful red sand. Oh, it's just magnificent. The sun's rising up there behind me. How are you, Mr. Sun? Nice to see you. Hasn't she been just lovely to all the people on Earth? Continually there. Earth going around the sun. Millions of years. Not a beep. Oh, maybe there was a bit of a beep here and there when she wants to throw out a couple of solar storms. Good on her. Might as well have a bit of a crack. We're coming into election time, obviously out there in the States, and we can only urge the superpower and the people who vote there to get behind the Green movement, whoever's can assist the generation to come in making this planet a more sustainable one. We can only hope that your next government will sign Kyoto and show the great teamwork which is required from all nations around the world. And yes, it's going to be difficult even with a framework at Kyoto, but what's important is that we all come to the table and make agreements together. There's nothing more important to understand the issues that we face, and for our kids and their kids, they're going to have a hell of a time, and we're still trying to get some understanding, some concept of exactly what's going to occur. But you know, we've been studying this for a long time, folks, and this ain't going to get better for anyone. All we can do is become energy efficient, become sustainable, start protecting our livelihood, start looking at other means of agriculture, start moving away from the lifestyle that we've endured for so long, the stresses, the anxiety, the cancers, in which is all brought on by our lifestyle. Get with the program, people, because we will, at the end of the day. Our generation and the generations to come don't really have a choice. We're going to have to lose stress. We're going to have to become more efficient and find a sustainable means of living on this planet. So we can only urge all our mates over there in the US, and I know we've got our legends over there, Auntie Deborah in New York, and our good mate Jedi, who's running the Central Command over there in the States, and just get out there and start motivating people and look for a green future. We haven't got much of a choice, but it's certainly nice if we can make this sooner than later. Tommy, I'm at Earth Sanctuary World Nature Centre. I'll see you shortly back in the homestead for some more MILK. Take it easy. We'll talk to you soon. See you, man.
Just fantastic, and welcome aboard Earth 1, you little beauty. Let's now go and check out some of the details that have come up on millicom.com, MILIKOM, and see what news is going on from around the world. So let's have a look at the site now. Happening, as you can see there's millicom.com, beautiful spacecraft on the front. That's what I hover down in when catching up with the rest of the team, and that's our Get-About aircraft. Now let's look at some of the earthquake activity. Again, very common on the planet these days are earthquakes over 5 and 6 on the Richter scale. It wasn't all that long ago where it was only 4 to 5 times a year we would receive an earthquake over 7 on the Richter scale. It's just insane. There's no reason why this is happening other than what we might call ice melt. And ice melt everywhere around the world is causing extra pressure on these tectonic plates, and that pressure increases the movement of magma, which increases volcanoes and earthquakes. In Greece, a 6.2 earthquake has hit, shaking buildings and waking people from their sleep. Over in Guatemala, a moderate earthquake rattling western Guatemala Friday night, frightening residents and knocking out power in several cities. Now, there's also been a tsunami warning, and also from freak storms and waves which are occurring down here in the beautiful Australia. Sydney beaches were closed for a 7th day in a row as a result of 3-metre waves that are occurring, pounding the eastern coast. Giant seas were blamed on the low pressure cell that has battered southeast Queensland. Cyclones are indeed increasing as the differentials of hot and cold are increasing around the world. Finally, in California, again, high waves were rolling onto the southern Californian beaches. That's time on Saturday, particularly the west-facing strands. The National Weather Service reports that the current storm system dominating the eastern Pacific Ocean has generated large swells that were rolling in from the west and northwest. Go figure. Okay, if you want to find out some more, newcom.com, check that out and find out exactly what's going on around the world and just how this increase in storms is going on. Now let's have a bit of a look. Let's go back down to Alice Springs in Central Australia and have a look at what I was up to in the ambulance on this very transmission. Let's check it out now.
How are we doing there, guys, and welcome to the 6th day of January 2008, and I'm here on centre at St John Ambulance in the middle of the Australian desert, and we've had a pretty cool and cruisy day. I'm also with Danny on the other crew, Crazy K, Katie and Quinton, and the Australian Test cricket is on. It is slowly and languidly dwindling, and you can watch it and have time to go to the toilet and nothing seems to happen in between. It's been a cruisy day on road, also here with my computer system, trying to catch up on a little bit of editing and all the rest of it. Finished in 1 hour's time at 5 o'clock, it's now 4, and time to catch up with some more things back at the base at the Sanctuary World Nature Centre. Hope you guys are well, and we're going to cut to some news and information. See you later.
And here we were in the beautiful ambulance. We've just been given a code 1, and code 1 normally means that it is a life-threatening emergency and we have to get going and make sure we can get to that patient within as little time as possible in case they do indeed pass away. In this particular instance, a man has fallen off a fence and avulsed an avulsion to his left arm, which means he's pretty much cut right into the muscle, and it has a great potential of taking a major artery and bleeding out, which could cause easily death in not much time whatsoever. So we've got to get to him, make sure he's okay, and get him to hospital for surgery.
Case number 100741, code 1.
There you go, just another day in Alice Springs there in the ambulance centre, picking up the pieces for people who are either by misadventure or by self-induced insanity. Okay, now guys, we've had a little bit of a look at some of the weather and news around the world. I think it's time to maybe pick up the guitar and have a bit of a crack. I'm going to play some tunes from what Danny sent here. Have a look at this. There we go. Not every day that you get a guitar in space, so I'm going to play it out in the next few minutes and check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.